I am Fred Myers, the founder of For the Fathers Ministry, and this is Faith by the Numbers. Count your way to wisdom in number 141 of this series, 2 promises for parents and 2 for children. There are 23,145 verses in the Old Testament, and each is filled with something for the Christian life. Yet, it is telling that in the last 2 verses of the Old Testament, there is a promise that Elijah will return to heal the hearts of families. Malachi 4:5 and 4:6. Behold, I will send you Elijah the prophet before the great and awesome day of the Lord comes, and he will turn the hearts of fathers to their children, and the hearts of children to their fathers. This demonstrates the importance that God puts on parents and children. You may not have thought about this, but the Old Testament uses the metaphor of God as the husband and Israel as the wife to tell God's story. The New Testament uses the metaphor of Jesus as the bridegroom and Christians as the bride to tell Christ's story. The whole story of God's glory is taught throughout the Bible using the family structure. Now you can understand why the Old Testament closes with such an important promise for families. Outside of the promises of salvation, these promises are some of the most loving in the Bible. 2 promises for parents and 2 for children. 2 commands for children. 1, obey your parents. 2, honor your father and mother. 2 promises for children. 1, it will go well in life. 2, you will have a long life. 4 commands for parents. 1, nurture your children and do not provoke them to anger. 2, teach your children God's requirements. 3, discipline your children. 4, train your children in the Lord. 2 promises for parents. 1, children will delight the hearts of their parents. 2, when children grow up, they will not depart from God's Word. Families are precious in God's eyes, and some of His most precious promises are reserved for the family structure. I am Fred Myers, and this is Faith by the Numbers. It is my prayer that many will count their way to wisdom through this series and find the peace that surpasses all understanding.